If you guys are looking for a fast, cheap and reliable coin service, check out ufifa.com in the description down below. If you're looking for coins, you can pick them up for around £7.50 per 100k if you use discount code KURT5 for 5% off. So check out the link down below and enjoy the video. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to the first episode of Chamakh It In. Before we get stuck into it, I'm just going to quickly point out the team that I was using in this first game. We have Al Jadawi left back, we have Delaney, we have Da Costa, we have the other guy right back, forgotten his name, we have Adrian in goal, Boateng CDM, Jarvis, Walcott, Ozil, Giroud, and then obviously Chamakh. So before we get stuck into it, I do want to say if we could hit 500 likes on this episode of Chamakh It In, guys, that would be absolutely sensational. Also, thank you for the support so far. If you haven't already checked out the first episode, I highly recommend that you do check it out. There will be a link in the description down below if I remember. I will also try and put these all into a playlist. So I did say that every single time we pulled a player I would put it into a paste bin thing, that way you can easily follow who we have already pulled. There will be a link to the paste bin down below if I remember to put it in. I did forget it in the first episode, but I'm going to try my hardest to remember it for this next episode. So come up against this first guy with 51 chem. I'll talk more about that in a sec, but I want like more feedback from you guys on this. So the good thing about the paste bin is that way you guys know what players I have, and because of that, I'd love it if you guys would go check out the paste bin and send me via Twitter squads that you suggest for me to build out of the players that I have. Now, I want to try and get as much chemistry. Obviously, it must have Chamakh in it to Chamakh It In. And every single game, I need to make at least 5 changes to the squad, as I'm sure you guys know. So, that's that covered. And one other thing I didn't mention in the first episode about how I get the informs of players. If I get a hat-trick, I will be doing with the random generator thing I'll put in any informs and then 3 blank names for every inform we have. So at the moment, there's just Reed from all of the clubs and nationalities that we have so far. So I put in Reed and then I'll put in 3 blank names. And if we pull out Reed when Chamakh gets a hat-trick, then I may get Reed. If I don't, then I have to just go for the next one. I'm going to need you guys to help me keep on top of this by tweeting me and commenting whenever there's new informs, just in case I miss them. So this first game, it went by really quick actually. We won it 1-0, a Chamakh goal. Giroud came ridiculously close to scoring as well, but it was my first game playing in like the day, and it was just like really interesting to actually get back to using Chamakh. I haven't used him in quite a while, and it's very fun to see how he plays. I absolutely outplayed this guy, but he didn't have much chemistry, which kind of made it fair because, I mean, it then kind of came down ability because we both didn't have many good chemistry-wise players. So, as you'll see in this first spin, we go and get ourselves Koscielny. I was so happy about that. Our main issue was our lack of defenders, particularly lack of good ones, and Koscielny is just what we needed. He is going to be, I think, the best defender, maybe close to Reed, that we will get in this whole series. So, it did mean a lot. This was the team we used in the first game, and you'll see here we switched it up a lot for the second one. I still don't have many players to use with. It still don't have a left back. You'll see in the bottom right, Binham Williams is there. The only reason he's there is because he was part of my starter pack, and I didn't want to put him in the club to confuse myself until I pull him. So he'll be staying there until we pull a left back. So we need a left back as soon as possible. But stupidly, I was playing divisions, and we came up against this insanely good Liga Portuguesa side, and it wasn't really the best game for me, to be honest with you. This guy took the lead with a massively trampy goal 8 minutes into the game, and I knew it was going to be very hard as soon as I saw the squad, but I didn't quite expect it to go the way it did. So 25 minutes in, Chamakh actually manages to pull one back for us. Got a very lucky deflection, but some great pace and a fantastic finish there. Gets it back to 1-1. And I was really happy about that. 25 minutes in, I didn't really expect anything different. But then on the 30th minute, they got super lucky in the fact that their header bounced straight back off the crossbar to Louis Shaw. And then I actually thought he went 3-1 up here as he tramped it to the player. But luckily, because of the rule that if the goalie is further up than your last man, the last man acts as the goalie and the goalie acts as the last man. So he was actually given offside. But it didn't take long for them to actually get their third one. He cut back inside there. My players literally fell over each other, as you would have seen at the top of the screen. And he made it 3-1. Very poor goalkeeping once again, but we were not finished just yet. Chamakh somehow made his way through there. I don't know how, but he pulled it back to 3-2, made the game a little bit more interesting as we were on the stroke of half time. And then in the second half, we were just really stupid. I played the silliest ball across. I did not need to do it at all, and a EA foul where you don't actually press tackle, but your player decides to run into them and give them a penalty, gave them the 4-2 lead. And at this point, they were running away with it. My defense was all over the place. I couldn't concentrate. It was almost as if it was like the momentum that people mentioned, that once you get one goal, it just makes it easier for the next to come down. So a silly mistake again, and I gave him another gift of a goal. So really frustrating that I gave him 2 super easy goals that he did not deserve whatsoever. And then to add insult to injury, in the 67th minute there, Chamakh got taken down in the box for what was a stonewall penalty in my view and was not given. So at the end of the game, Chamakh ended up with 2 goals, which you cannot complain about at all, which means we get to pull ourselves another 2 players free for the episode, which is not bad at all. I do aim in the future to have 3 games per episode, but these ones just seem to have a lot of clips that 2 games just seemed right. I don't want these videos to be going over 6 minutes, so I want to get a good mix of 6 minutes and under and 3 games. So we get Mariappa, which was decent. I did need a Premier League right back. That'll make the Premier League side of it a lot easier. And we also get Vickers, which is not particularly the best, but it does mean we can get the strong links with Koscielny right now if we need to, and we can rest Adrian. So this will be our squad for the first episode of the next game. Be sure to subscribe if you want to go and check it out in a few days. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please smash that like button if you could. If we could hit 500 likes, that'd be absolutely amazing. Have a nice day, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.